Rolling.
Alright, sure.
Rolling.
Here we are, we made it. We're alive. Cheers.
Welcome to the official episode of Stand Up Pinole.
Stand Up Pinole.
Yes, sir.
I think we should kind of tell people, we should probably give people a little backstory about, like...
Why we did this?
Yeah, I think so. Why did you want to do this?
I wanted to do this because I've always wanted to do a podcast, and I wanted to talk about some real shit. You know? Like the real shit. Like what's really going on around here.
Well, it's real to us. Some other people might think we're fucking, like, stupid, you know, but whatever. Right?
I mean, yeah, that's fine.
It's possible.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, but I mean, I wanted to do that, and I also wanted to, you know, like we said at the beginning, it's just like two stand-up guys from Pinole.
Yeah, just your normal dudes, like, that have done fucked up shit in the past, lived life, learned from mistakes.
Living life still.
Yeah.
Figuring shit out.
Still continuing to grow and learn things and figure things out, right?
Why did you want to do it?
I did it because my favorite fucking thing to do is hang out with people, talk to people, connect with people. Like, I love that shit.
Yeah.
But I think also, I also wanted to do it with you because, like, I wanted to do something creative with you.
Right. Because we've always talked about trying to do something creative.
And, like, music wasn't going to work for us because we played the same instrument. It's not like we played different instruments where we could make some beats together. Like, we played the same instrument, sax. So, like...
I feel like that's a whole nother conversation. Why music is what... I mean, you know what I mean? Trying to figure out music is a whole nother fucking thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, like, that's a... Yeah. But, like, they are both still forms of entertainment, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And I feel like that's...
Yeah, which...
Kind of like the middle ground of it, maybe.
I think the biggest thing, too, is we like laughing and being stupid.
Of course.
And I feel like that's, like, a really big, important part of life.
Yeah, you gotta
is not taking things too hard, too serious sometimes, you know? So I feel like this podcast is, like, I want to be able to, like, show people or, like, I don't know, like, just be goofy and people can just, like, get a chuckle out or, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I'm funny. Like, maybe I'm funny, maybe I'm not. I don't know.
I think a lot of people think you're funny. You know?
Maybe, who knows?
Myself included.
But, and all, you know what I was thinking about? That I hella, like, am happy we're doing this, is that I love what a lot of, like, the podcast community, like, people that are doing podcasts.
Yeah.
There's a large portion of them that they're doing it because they love it and they're doing it because they believe in something or they're, like... Yeah. Like, if you listen to podcasts, like, you know, these people they're just saying their truth, you know? And there's nothing...
Not all of them. No. Some fools are coming up on here. Some fools are coming up on here and saying some fucking bullshit, straight up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean...
For clicks and views, you know?
I mean, that's anywhere.
To a degree, right?
But yeah, I mean, for sure that's happening. Right. For sure. I mean, like, there's probably, like, you know, some people put on maybe personas, I don't know. But I just, like, I am inspired by the podcasts that I like, that I've gotten a lot of knowledge from, that I admire those people. So...
What podcasts do you like? Or who are some of the ones that you watch?
You know, it's kind of annoying because, like, when I think about me saying this,
and
if people are listening to it, they're like, oh, he's just a bandwagon or whatever. Like,
no, fuck all that.
No, I know.
Like, what do you like? You know what I mean?
I've been listening to podcasts for a long time because I started watching the UFC when I was...
In high school?
No, dude, like
earlier than that.
Middle school, I was already watching, like...
UFC, WWE, and all that shit?
No, I never watched WWE. But I have respect for those guys. There's some documentaries, some good, cool shit about them. Anyways.
Yep.
But, like, I started watching the UFC in, like, middle school, like, Chuck Liddell days, like, the beginning of the UFC. Till now, obviously. I'm, like, balls deep in that shit.
Yeah.
But I would always listen to Joe Rogan commentating.
So is Joe Rogan the dude that he has
the bald dude that's a commentator on the UFC?
So how long he's been doing that for?
Bro, since before I started watching.
Wow.
That's his main, like,
so that's his
one
main
of his
thing.
main gigs.
That's his main thing.
Yeah.
And his podcast is obviously his side type
Well,
thing.
it's pretty main now.
Right. So now the podcast is his main thing, but it was UFC. I think like he was the announcer guy, right? Like, he's coming in, blah, blah.
He used to do more events back in the day.
Yeah.
Now he does less events because he doesn't have to fly to Dubai and do an event.
Was he?
Like, he has kids. Like, his podcast is good. He's an incredible stand-up comedian. That was his original.
Joe Rogan's a comedian as well?
Bro, that's his original.
Really?
Birth into entertainment was comedy.
Wow. Did Joe Rogan also fight in the UFC?
No. Oh, okay. He trained Taekwondo.
So you went comedy to UFC to podcast.
No, but when he got into comedy, you know how he got into comedy? Mm-mm. He got in because he was training Taekwondo. Like, he's a black belt in Taekwondo. Like, he's an animal.
Wow.
But he was, like, always cracking jokes at the gym, and dudes were like, bro, you're funny. Like, yeah. So then he got, like, they kind of encouraged him to go to comedy.
Right.
And then, so he started comedy. Then he got the Fear Factor show. And then he got UFC.
I do feel like I remember that fool on the fucking...
He was on Fear Factor. Back when he had hair, now he doesn't have hair.
All those people eating fucking, like, cockroaches and fucking worms and shit. Crazy, oh my god, dude. So then, I remember watching that shit. Ugh. You could not...
And I don't know what came first, but I know Fear Factor... And I think he might have left Fear Factor to do the UFC thing. I don't know. Yeah. I'm not like that... Like, I'm not like... He's not all the way in my mouth like that. Like, you know?
But he's one of the people in the podcast industry
that's been doing it damn near the longest.
And that you also, like, you know, you'll watch from time to time.
All the time.
Oh,
weekly.
Really? You watch all of his episodes?
No, not all of them. No.
Okay, got it.
Like, I mean, sometimes he has, like, scientists on and, like, they're talking about stuff I can't even understand what they're talking about.
I think I've seen a clip with him talking to some guy about Egypt and about, like, just the conspiracy around it. How, like, all the freaking the point of the triangles or the pyramids, are like the same.
Well, in each pyramid, each side of the pyramid faces north, south, like that, east, and west. Each face, all of them.
And apparently, it's like that in like multiple locations in the world.
No, yeah.
Like, that's wild. How the hell would people be able to do something like that?
I don't know.
Like, dude, before...
I don't think we should go down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying... I'm just saying I just...
No, it's wild.
I saw a clip of that, and I was like, oh, that's what kind of got me interested in, like, watching his podcast and stuff. And I haven't watched, like, a full episode or anything yet, but that shit was interesting.
Yeah. So, back to why I was getting into this, the people that inspired me is, like, him, obviously. Mm-hmm. Now that I've spewed off a whole bunch of shit I know about him.
Right.
And then, like, oh, dude, one of my favorite podcasts that isn't like going anymore, dude. It was the best fucking.
Which one was that?
Bro, the church. The church of what's happening now.
What's that?
It's a comedian. His name. Did I ever tell you about Joey Diaz?
Yeah, I remember.
Bro, his podcast, bro.
He had a podcast,
and he had this little fat Jew that was his like sound dude, but he would also be on the podcast.
Oh, I see.
So I guess you're like my little Jew. Except you're Indian.
I'm your fat Indian Jew.
Well, you're not fat.
Oh yeah, I'm not fat. Well,
but
yeah,
he that show was crazy. They would eat like 1,000 milligrams worth of gummies and be higher than
edibles.
Yeah, gone.
Oh, God.
Gone. And he was born in Cuba, and he moved to Jersey, and his life was crazy. He did hella blow, like he was just nuts McGee.
Yeah. So he's talking about his life and shit.
Oh yeah, stories.
Oh, that's cool.
And then he's fucking with the Jew with Lee Syatt because he grew up real pedestrian and shit, like real suburb, you know. So he fucks with them, but yes. And then there's Theo Vaughn. I love Theo Vaughn.
Yeah.
His podcast, dude. He just put out a podcast where he interviewed YG. Bro, he had YG on his neck.
Really?
YG was dying laughing, bro. Like YG was like, this dude's cool as fuck. And he's a comedian, like he's a normal dude, you know? Yeah. That's what I like about comedians.
I've seen some of Joey Diaz's shit. I think you put me on his stuff a while back, but I'm good. I never watched his podcast before.
Yeah, it was, dude, if you go back and watch some of the old episodes, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy. He had like this brick background and like.
That's cool.
And like these like dreamy lights. It was like purple and red lights.
Wow. So you've been watching you've been listening to podcasts
and watching
for a couple of years now.
Bro, way more than a couple years
Yeah.
since I was in since I was like early, like high school.
So I just started like listening to them and like being more tuned into them.
Yeah.
As of like the last 3 to 6 months ago.
Yeah.
I never really watched.
So 10 years ago, I was already kind of watching like Joe Rogan and listening and starting to kind of listen to more like 10 years ago, yeah. And I've been thinking about doing this for like 3-4 years now.
Podcast?
Yeah, doing my own.
Well, it's happening now, so.
Yeah.
Talk about thinking about doing something and then actually executing on it. You know, I feel like that's something.
And sometimes when it's something that is like something you are like really want to do, but then you have bills to pay and you have to work, and you have to be a shitty.
You gotta put shit aside.
You gotta be an adult, and it sucks big balls.
Yeah, not being able to actually put time into things you like doing. It takes longer
to So
yeah.
So now we're here. Here we are. We've landed. This is officially
landed, man.
How many moon landings have we had? 5, I don't know, whatever. This is the 6th moon landing.
This is the 6th moon landing. For
sure.
Here
we are. We've landed on the moon.
Yeah, I hope that's the right number, but it's probably not.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't even watch the news, bro. I don't have time for that shit.
Well, the news, I feel like the crazy thing is with news these days is that you don't really need to watch it because it's all over your phone.
Yeah.
You know, well, I tune in to fucking CNN or Fox or even ABC or Cron 4 anymore when it's like you can literally pull up your phone right now, go on Twitter, go on TikTok.
But even that shit,
and it's
like,
right in front of your face. Oh, fucking, did you hear about the fucking 5 dudes in Mexico that just fucking got held hostage and got executed? They made them kill each other and shit.
How do you get into that situation?
Well, so apparently what happened with these guys is they were, I don't know if the full context and the full story, but what I do know
I love this.
Is apparently that these 5 guys in Mexico who were students at the time, I think they're students or maybe they're working, they're trying to find a job or some shit. So apparently they all get contacted by these people that tell them, hey, like this is a really good job, come and meet us here at this place. These guys roll up there, I don't know what happens, turns out the job is the cartel.
Of course it is. What other job would it be? You show up here, we're not going to give you any details, and then we're going to slit your throat.
Well, we don't know the full context, right? So, like, it could have... Who knows? It could have been like that. That's what it sounds like from the outside, right? Nonetheless, they get there, whoever the cartel guy's like, yeah, if you guys want to... This is what the job for. It's for the cartel. And then all 5 of the guys were basically like, no, what the hell? I don't be in the cartel. Like, I came here for a freaking job, right? At that point...
No, but now you're fucked. You're with those animals.
At that point, how I would imagine that guy's thinking, the cartel dude is probably like, oh well, fuck, I can't let you guys leave now. You guys know where we're at.
Well, because then his boss is gonna slit his throat. If you think about it,
right? So why would you make a mistake like that? Why would you
let these fools go when they always want people?
Yeah. So apparently, what happened is I don't know if this is true or not, but but Lily was telling me something like that. Apparently. They made them kill each other or some shit. And by the end, they were all decapitated. Freaking wild. I don't even know how we got on this subject, but... yeah, like news, right? This morning, I wake up.
Bro, I don't pay attention to any of this shit. I don't give a rat's ass, bro. But...
Fair.
But it is interesting. It's good to talk about.
Fair.
It isn't... But and what'd you see this morning? You saw some other shit?
No, so that's what I saw. Like, as soon as I woke up, you know, usually, like, Twitter for me is, like, basically the newspaper, right?
So you wake up, you get on Twitter,
I wake up, I'll get on Twitter, you know, hopefully, ideally, I'm out of my bed before I do this, because I'm trying to practice not waking up in the morning and immediately looking at my phone and what the fuck is going on, because that's fucking not good, you know, right? And so, like, I wake up, get out of my bed, you know, have some coffee or whatever, eating some breakfast, and I'm scrolling Twitter. It's like my fucking newspaper, right? First thing I see is...
I mean, that's so, like, 100% true. Like,
yeah, you know what I mean?
That's a newspaper...
Basically, in our era, right? Nobody's... Well, some people... know.
It's like if it was back in the day where you have coffee, open the newspaper and read.
Well, have you ever seen that picture of, like, this cartoon? This, like, political cartoon where it's, like, everybody's in, like, the train, and, like, it's, like, 1960, and everyone's reading a newspaper, and then the other picture, everyone's on their phone?
You've seen
some
same shit.
Yeah, it's still the same shit. It's just, like, electronic, digital, but... Anyway, I'm looking at Twitter, and the first thing I see is that shit. Like, starting my day with that shit. Yeah, I'm not saying that directly affects me, but it's like, the news is filled with so much negativity. You know, it's like you watch it, and it's just, oh, this person got shot.
So, that's exactly why I roll out of bed right before work, and I get in the truck and leave and go to work.
So what's your morning routine?
I roll out of bed.
Uh-huh.
Take a nice shit.
Yep. Of course, always.
Yeah, take a nice shit.
Always. Brush your teeth.
Not always.
Really?
Yeah, I'm disgusting. Bro.
You're going commando with the teeth?
Yeah, bro.
Jesus.
I brushed them last night.
Oh, you gotta do at least once a day, man.
Oh, I do once a day.
Oh, okay, then you're fine. You're chilling. I thought it was like, I'm not gonna brush my teeth today type shit.
What do you think? I'm a caveman or something?
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
No,
So you don't even. So the reason I asked,
I roll out of bed.
You don't even check your phone or like,
No.
what's going on. Really?
I get up. I'm like, all right, it's 8 o'clock. I gotta drive 15 minutes to work. So I have 10, 15 minutes to take a dump.
Uh huh.
Take my pills because I'm fucking insane.
Uh huh.
And then get dressed. Kiss my wife. I'm out.
Wow. And at work, you're not really on your phone either because you're bartending and shit.
Well, no. This is like when I work during the day.
Right.
Because I work
okay.
multiple jobs because I'm a Looney Tunes character.
I don't think that's a Looney Tunes thing, but so that's interesting that your morning does not involve any type of digital consumption at all.
Nothing.
Yeah. So for me, it's like almost the opposite, man. Wake up. Pour some coffee, get upstairs.
But it works for you. For me, it doesn't work. I don't want to, like...
Well, I don't think it works for me. I think it's just a bad habit that I've created for myself.
Why does it have to be a bad habit?
Because I don't think you should wake up and automatically stuff all of this information in your brain right away. I feel like your morning is more peaceful, where you're able to get in your truck, see the fucking trees, see whatever it is.
It's pretty nice.
Put some music on.
It's pretty nice.
Mob.
Yeah,
you know?
I fucking crank my music.
Yeah, you know, versus me, I'm waking up and I'm automatically stuffing all this hoopla into my brain. Start in the morning. Oh, 5 dudes just got, like, axed over there in Mexico. Oh, like, Hurricane Hillary's about to fucking swipe California. I'm like, God.
You know what's weird?
Like, I shouldn't be, like, looking at all this stuff in the morning.
Yeah.
The morning should be, like, peaceful, right?
Yeah.
Right.
You know what's weird? It's like I mentioned I take meds and shit.
Uh-huh.
I don't give a fuck. I'll talk about it.
Yeah.
You know, like, I think people, like, have a weird stigmatism
What do you
about
take them for exactly?
Just bad anxiety.
Anxiety, okay.
Like, before I was...
So it calms you down a little bit.
Yeah.
Mellows you out. Yep.
It makes the day-to-day thing, like, more, just,
manageable.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, like, before I was... Dude, that's why I was drinking and being insane.
Because you were trying to find some way to...
No, because I was self-medicating, bro.
Right.
Because I was deep. I was probably deeper in my thoughts than most people. So I had to escape it because it was just overwhelming. I couldn't even focus on, like, sometimes, like, just to cook, I'd be like
just overthinking?
Yeah. Or like
how much lettuce should be on this plate?
Or I go to cook, right, and I'm missing one ingredient, and I have a
Kyle's a great chef, by the way. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I'll have a meltdown.
Really?
Yeah, like I stress the fuck out and freak out. Why the fuck, like, and I was with my wife, like, at the time we weren't married, but, like, it was like...
This is when you were in Richmond.
Yeah, when I was living in Richmond, and it was
Shout out to Richmond.
Yeah, and, Richmond, California.
Richmond, California. Not Richmond, Virginia. They're cool too, but...
Yeah.
Richmond, California.
Yeah. So, like, let's say, like, she would go shopping.
Yeah.
Right? And...
You're at the crib.
And, I mean, this is ridiculous when I play this back in my head.
Yeah.
Like, where I would, like, flip out, like, baby, you forgot to get but I never told her to get it. Because I was fucking crazy, bro.
I don't think you're crazy. I think it was just...
I would snap a lot easier. Like, I would snap quicker. Like, that's what, like, so...
I think a lot of the way that people react in their life as they continue to grow up is all trauma-based. Even if trauma's a strong word, but, like, maybe experience-based is a better word.
Well, it could be just your...
You know, things that happen to you...
It could be, like, in your DNA, like, in your genetics, where like, that's just how your family is.
True, right, like...
Which it is kind of how my family is, because we're just excitable. We're, like...
Yep.
We're just intense as fuck. Like,
I think it is. I agree, man.
Do you want another beer?
Sure. Okay. I think it is. I think it definitely is DNA based to a degree. It has something to play into the effect of everything, but I do think like it's mainly you mainly act how you do.
You got some.
Yeah, you mainly act how you do in life based off of experiences that have already taken place.
Yeah.
You know, whatever it is, you might not remember it necessarily, but you know, you just might have those feelings or anxious feelings about something as an adult because something like that happened to you when you were younger, you know?
Yeah, but like I got on the meds and it just made I wasn't stressing as much, dude. And like I feel like I got on the meds and I just felt like I could handle more.
Mm.
And I could tune more shit out.
Got it. So you're more level-headed. You felt like you're at ease, you're calm versus before.
Yeah.
You're kind of like, all over the place.
Well, and I'd just be like,
you
know, driving and someone fucking, because in the Bay Area here, everyone drives fucking, some people drive fucking like they're asleep and some people drive like they've just done meth. I don't know.
I feel like I haven't really...
So it's helped me, basically.
I haven't lived in too many places, but just a quick side note. I feel like people in the Bay, in general, are pretty decent drivers. When I lived in LA, those people could not drive.
Bro, LA...
If a drop of rain hit the ground, people are going cuckoo over there.
Oh my god, dude. Let's not even talk about LA right now, because I'm gonna wreck LA so much that somebody is gonna want to fucking like drop a bomb on my house or something.
No, we'll have a whole series on my two and a half years.
Your years at UCLA and LA.
UCLA, Inglewood, hooping with Crips and Bloods on the park.
Yeah.
All that shit. Like definitely, we'll talk about that.
It's kind of funny because like
it's
just funny to think you were hooping with Crips and Bloods too.
Smoking with them.
I don't know. It's just funny, bro.
You're
smoking weed with them, hooping with them.
Hooping, balling out.
Because they're normal.
Only Indian guy out there.
Well, because they're normal people too. They're fucking normal people, bro. They want to go hoop. They want to have their beer. They want to chill out. They don't want drama. Like,
oh man,
I think most people are like that.
They're just regular ass dudes, man. I'll never forget. That was fun. I was playing with my boy Trevor.
Yeah, the meds like have helped me a lot, and I think people are scared or nervous about it because they feel like oh well I'm not gonna take meds because then I'm a crazy person.
Well, there's a stigma around it.
Yeah, you're not a crazy person, bro. Like.
Yeah, there's a stigma around it. You know, it's like, oh, you're going to take meds because you have anxiety. Oh, you're weak. Like, no, it's not the case.
Oh, yeah, I'm weak. But after I got on meds and got my shit together and started being more focused, I got married. I'm about to have a kid.
Yep.
Like, and all this great shit's been happening to me. When I wasn't on meds...
Felt like you were just going downhill?
I was just in a spiral of madness. Like, just, you know, working at a restaurant and fucking... 4 nights a week getting hammered. Hammered, bro.
Just no control. I mean, you were also a young buck back then, though, man. Like, early 20s, like, people do that shit. It's not like that was a bad thing to do. You know, I know people that are doing far worse shit than that.
Yeah, I mean, but, I'm hard on myself, so.
We both are.
But it's because, like, I've done some pretty not cool shit that, like, still kind of, like, eats me a little bit.
Really?
Yeah, dude, for sure. There's some shit I did, and there's some people that felt like I did them wrong, and certain things that in my past that, yeah, that shit really kind of like eats me sometimes. Like,
you ever think about trying to resolve those things with those people, or no, or just let it be what it is?
It is what it is, dude.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, like, I'm at peace now, and my life is pretty peaceful, and like. And if I were to go back and try and make peace with some people that aren't ready to make peace, well, then I'm just adding chaos to my life, and I just don't think I'm, like, why? Why would I do that?
You're just adding another layer of bricks of things that, like, you don't really need to... I mean, at this age, at this stage, it doesn't, you know, it is what it is. What happened is what happened.
Yeah, so, and that's the other reason I wanted to start the podcast, too, and especially with you, because, like, we've always hung out and had, like, conversations like this where...
Right.
I think, like... That's the other thing about doing a podcast, too, is I think people need to realize that long conversations and, like, really talking to people in depth about things is super healthy for you. Period. Like, it's just so healthy for you.
It is.
Because, like, you're gonna, like, really think, and you're gonna have this conversation where you're gonna learn stuff, or you're gonna learn stuff about yourself, or you're gonna learn how to communicate better, or whatever, like...
Yeah. So...
I just think it's like, it's the best, like...
Yeah, I agree. I think dialogue and conversations are so important. And you know what the crazy part is like, going back to the digital age and shit, like, that's happening less and less. This is happening less and less.
Well, that's why I also want to do the podcast to show people that this is important.
Right.
Like, you should... You don't...
We don't need to be the smartest guys in the world.
No.
We don't need to be like these conglomerates to have like a regular conversation.
No, but you gotta
some substance.
Well, you gotta have a good group of people around you where you can sit down and have good conversations and understand your faults and be aware of them and also aware of the good things you're doing and talk about it and like.
Yep.
So I want to be part of like a change where like people will be like, you know what, like I thought that I was really fucking up. And, like, we could go into some stories.
We could go into some stories. We could definitely go into some stories. We gotta figure out
where people be like, oh, I'm doing great.
Yeah.
Like, he did that?
We gotta figure out what
he did that?
We need to figure out what the YouTube regulations are before we get to those ones, but...
I don't think...
More stuff to come, for sure, around those things. Because we definitely have a lot to talk about, for sure.
Yeah, there's a lot
of shit
to talk
Vegas. Vegas.
High school. When I came to visit you in LA.
San Diego. We got a lot of stuff for sure to talk about. Different places and stuff.
But it's also just like, I like the... like... when we sit and just talk about shit, because we would do this all the time anyways.
Yeah, we're just always talking about something.
This shit is good for you, bro.
It is. You can kind of like, even when, you're done for the day, it's like, damn, like it doesn't always have to feel like, I feel like, one thing in our maybe it's not just our generation, but in America, like, there's always that, like, Western school of thought, or that notion that, like, you always need to be doing, like, be your own boss, or you need to be number one, or you need to be this or that, you know what I mean? It's like, you can have a conversation and there doesn't always have to be a fucking solution for something. Or it doesn't always have to be...
Or talk about money, or
talk about
work,
money or work, or like, oh yeah, let's do this podcast so we can make some money. Like, that wasn't the idea behind this at all,
No.
Like, obviously that would be great. Please.
The fact that you said that, people might think it is about money.
But it's not. I mean, look, I'll be the first one to say, hey, if y'all want this to continue, yeah, that would be nice. But at the same time,
we need better equipment. We're fucking
y'all can see this, right? Like, help us, we'll start at whatever those things were to, hopefully we'll get a better setup one day. Nonetheless, the point is to start from whatever you can and just do it. And there doesn't always have to be like, oh, let's do all this shit so we can, like, freaking make a fortune.
It's whatever your truth is. Like, if it's whatever we feel like this is something that we believe in and we want to do it, so we're fucking doing it. Mm-hmm. And we're actually making it happen. And if you're out there and you're saying, I want to do this, I want to do that, and you're not doing any of it, well...
You're lying to yourself.
No, and you fucking suck.
And you
suck.
And I'll be open about it. That's something,
suck.
That's something that, like, I'll be open about where sure, we've all had instances where it's like we want to do something.
And then
we've told multiple people about, I'm going to be doing this.
Yeah.
And it's like, you don't do it. And at that point, it's like, okay, you end up becoming the boy who cried wolf. Mm-hmm. To yourself. And then you start getting into and I'll go another level deeper here. Then it's like, can you even believe yourself? Right? And then it's like, fuck, I don't know.
That shit starts getting to you.
Then it starts getting to you. And I actually had a little bit of that moment like that last month where it was like very small.
Yeah, I saw you were going through it, bro.
Yeah, you saw
it. I know.
I had a little bit of that myself, right? Where it's like,
and
I
was pushing your buttons too.
You were, but I needed it.
I was pushing.
But
I
needed it. Bro. I needed it, right? It's like
pushing your buttons.
If you don't have those kind of conversations with somebody you trust that knows you, you could be lost, and then it's like, what date is it? August.
I don't know.
Fucking August 2023.
August 20th, 2023. Here
August
we are.
20th, 2023.
Yeah.
If I continue to be like, and I had this conversation with myself, I continue to go on that path.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be in August 20th, 2024.
Yeah.
Being in the same fucking position.
Or why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do that?
Yeah, and then it's like regret at that point. You get a little bit of that.
Well, you know what it is when you want to chase something that you want to do, bro. Mm-hmm. It's fucking scary, bro. Because it's something you want to do that isn't like the norm. It's not like you're raised to go to high school, go to college, go
get a job,
buy
a house, get married.
Yeah.
Right. The classic.
I'm married.
Right.
My first kid's coming. Fucking.
Shout out to Isla. Hopefully you watch this one day.
Yeah.
She probably won't. She probably won't, but shout out to Isla.
But, like, damn, I lost that one, bro.
You lost it? Yeah.
See, that's from smoking all that weed, bro.
I don't think that's... I don't know, man.
But,
I don't know.
anyways, what we were talking about is, like...
The reason we started this, right?
Yeah, and then, like, when you... at bottom line...
We told ourselves that we were going to do this,
yeah.
and we're doing it. This is real time that we're doing it.
Yeah, we're doing it.
And I feel like you and I can help... Like, you know, because I feel like, you know, there's always that saying around, like, success is like when opportunity meets preparation. You've heard that before?
I don't fucking know. Wait, success?
Success, like the equation of success, right? Like, let's pretend it's like a math equation. A plus B equals success. A equals opportunity, and B equals preparation.
Okay.
So,
opportunity and preparation.
Opportunity plus preparation
equals
success. Have you heard? Have you?
I think so.
Okay, yeah. So it's like
sounds familiar. For my dumb ass.
Honestly, I forgot where I was going with that. To be honest, I really forgot where I was going with that. Man. But okay, kind of maybe this is we'll bring it back.
We were talking about if you're gonna say you're gonna do some shit, fucking do it.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's why I've been busting your fucking chops.
Right.
That's why I've been busting your balls.
Right, and this is a real time example of what that is, right? And it's not saying that we had to prepare and like get an opportunity to do this. We always had the opportunity.
We had to prepare.
Well, we had to prepare, right? And this is our opportunity to do this right now.
Yeah.
But we're gonna have thousands and millions every day or every weekend we come here on Sunday to film is that opportunity.
Yeah.
So the more we do that, the more success could come.
I mean, whatever.
I'm not saying it needs to be success.
Yeah.
I don't know where the hell I was going with that.
I mean, who doesn't want to be successful?
Who doesn't want to be successful, right? It's like that is kind of the idea, right? It's like
of course.
Sports and athletes.
Do something you believe in. Work hard.
Keep doing it.
Keep doing
it.
Like when we were in band and we learned how to play instruments. Bro, you're not gonna get good by just saying I'm good.
No.
Like what the fuck?
You have to practice. You got to get in the lab.
You have to put hours in.
You have to get in the lab.
And that's like when I.
That's with anything. You can't just be
anything. Anything. Because even growing up playing golf, same shit. Like we just played today, right? I played, and for me, which we played at Lake Chabot. It's a golf course in the Oakland Hills. It's a cool golf course. It's pretty easy.
Yep.
I play like dog shit.
Where's Lake Chabot for everybody that doesn't know?
Lake Chabot is in the Oakland Hills, which is across the bay from San Francisco.
Is it a nice course?
Yeah, it's cool. It's actually dope because there's some views of like San Francisco and the bay. And it's nice. It's over by the Oakland Zoo.
How many holes is it?
18.
18?
Yeah, like a normal course, 18 holes.
Got it.
But like even golf, you know.
How long is an 18-hole course? Like that you would spend there with like a group
it's
of
usually like yardage wise. It depends on the course you play.
Mm-hmm. But like Chabot has one course.
Some courses are like 6,000 yards. It all depends. There's different tee boxes.
Yeah. But you guys were there today, like 10 a.m. till
I got home at 4.
Oh wow! So it's about a 3-hour like course.
No. The round took 5 hours today.
Wow.
Yeah.
Golf takes a long time.
Well, and the whole time you want to kill yourself.
Why?
Because it's frustrating as fuck. You hit a good shot, and then the next one you hit it like you're like your arms don't work. Like the ball dribbles over there, and you're like, ugh. It's frustrating.
I wouldn't know because I mean I played one game of golf ever in one time in my life with you against Richmond High. And I'll never forget my first, what is it called, your first hit or your first drive?
Off the tee, your tee shot.
My tee shot?
Yeah, it's the tees.
I'll never forget. My first tee shot was you there, Mr. O'Shea.
Mr. O'Shea. Shout out Mr. O'Shea.
Shout out Mr. O'Shea, man. Mr. O'Shea, you got to come on here one time, man. Educate everybody about biology and just your wisdom. Anyway, I'll never forget. I hit the tee. Wow. That shit went hella far. All y'all were like, The hell?
Yeah, and then the rest of your round you suck.
And then after that, I started hitting the tree branches.
Yeah, exactly.
The fucking
that's how golf
thing.
is. Yeah.
And so I could see how, it could be very frustrating.
Bro.
It's like you freaking, for one, you feel like you just hit the game winner in a basketball game. The next shot, you're fucking airballing.
Yeah.
That was me for whatever. How many holes was that?
9 holes. In high school, we played 9-hole matches.
9-hole matches.
So half of the golf course.
So I only hit one good shot, and then I
9
basically didn't shoot again after that because I would have slowed us down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's frustrating.
Yeah, I could see that.
And even Steph,
Mm-hmm.
Steph Curry.
Did you see
players.
that shot he hit? That hole in one?
Mm-hmm. That was sick.
That guy, Steph, sometimes I think Steph Curry's an alien, man.
He might be.
That guy's brilliant.
But
shout out to Steph Curry.
Even Steph will say, he'll even say, dude, golf is harder than basketball. I swear to God, I think I've heard him say that.
Wow.
Because it's fucking, dude, it's...
Because you're waiting, right? It's not like you can really get in a... Let me ask you this. Can you get in a rhythm in golf?
Yeah.
You can?
But then you might catch up to some assholes in front of you that don't know how to play. And
then you get...
And then it slows you down, and then you start getting frustrated.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm waiting on every shot.
Right.
And then...
So
that's another challenge to it. You
have to be patient about it?
Yeah.
Dang, that's frustrating.
And can you imagine the pros? Some of them play like snails.
The pros?
Yeah, like the PGA guys.
Why do they play like snails?
Because they're so focused and they're so diligent about every shot, and they think about it so critically.
Really?
Yeah, so that's why they're so good.
Wow, I would think that those guys would do it faster.
Not necessarily.
Interesting.
I mean,
they take longer to calculate their shot and stuff, and they got people around them telling them what to do.
No, they have a caddy.
Uh-huh.
So their caddy is either their coach for a long time, or it can even be someone someone that they grew up playing golf with that is also really good at golf.
And so they're kind of deliberating, talking about how should I hit this?
Yeah, how should I hit this yardage? What club should I hit? Okay, and then they're looking at a putt. Okay, how should I hit this putt? It's gonna. I gotta aim. So usually when you talk about putting, where you gotta aim, there's the size of the cup. Everybody knows the size of the cup that the ball goes in. They're like, okay, 4 cups out.
Are every cups the same size?
Every course, yeah.
Well, how big is it?
I don't know. It's like
3 feet.
No, 3 inches.
3 inches.
It's like no, it's probably a little bigger than 3 inches. Maybe like 5 inches.
Wow. The golf ball is how many inches?
I think it might be like 5 inches. Golf ball's like an inch and a half.
Super tiny, right? Yeah.
Inch and a half, maybe.
Yeah.
But if they're looking at a putt, he could say, "Well, I think it's going to be 4 cups to aim to the right?"
Yeah.
But then the caddy goes, "Well, it depends how hard you hit it. If you hit it softer, you got to do another cup. If you hit it harder, it could be half a cup less."
Wow.
But then, if you hit it harder, is the cup? Are you going uphill? Because if you're going uphill, then okay, play the aggressive and hit it harder to take the break out, so it doesn't turn as much.
Yeah.
But if you're going downhill and you're like, and then you want to take the break out, and next thing you know, your ball's past the hole 10 feet.
So these pros are when they're playing on these complex courses, they take longer because they're talking amongst their people, their team about how.
No, it's just the golfer and the caddy.
The golfer and the caddy.
Nobody else. That's it.
Oh, okay.
The 2 of them.
So they're talking, and so they're basically talking about how should I hit this.
Yeah.
Got it.
And then they could be talking about the wind, like if they're hitting a shot, the wind.
That has to play a big part in golf.
Yeah, it does,
wind, right? Yeah. I mean, that could really affect your.
They could talk about
trajectory of your shot.
They could talk about the humidity.
The humidity?
Yes, that could impact the ball.
How could the humidity impact the ball?
If it's more humid and it's hotter, the ball's like softer basically, so it's going to fly farther.
Wow.
But they're not going to talk about that on every shot. They might talk about it a little bit at the beginning of the round.
I would never have thought that. Like, it's too hot today. I don't want to use this club. Let me use a different one.
Like, I'll have to club down because the ball's going farther. Wow. Because we're playing in Florida.
That's another level. See, this is the type of stuff I don't know about. I mean, that's on the pro level. Y'all aren't doing that on Chabot and shit.
Well, I'm thinking about a lot of that shit. Not humidity because I play locally. Like, I know what the weather's like here.
Right.
So I know what my ball flight is. But these guys play all over the country.
Right.
So they're playing in Florida one weekend, then they go play in New York. Or they come to California. It's more weather changes.
Got it. Well, I mean,
I just play here in the Bay.
Well, you're thinking like that because you actually play. right? But like these guys that don't really play, they're not even thinking about shit like that.
I mean, beginners aren't going to think about all this shit. No.
Right.
They're not.
Because that's like you're really analyzing.
No, like today we played,
every step of how do I hit this.
No, today I played with the guys, Akil and them, and they're more beginners and
right.
Like they gotta focus on just keeping their head down so they can hit the ball right.
Akil's gonna watch this first episode. He's gonna hear you say that. He's gonna like save it. He's gonna like, watch it every night.
He's gonna every night.
He's
like, I'm working on my game,
It's like
So it's pretty complex.
Tell everybody what you shot today, Lake Chabot.
Oh, I don't want to.
You don't want to?
I don't want to.
Did you not come in first?
Oh yeah, I beat everybody, but I played.
Oh, then tell us what the hell.
That's not saying shit, Jesse.
You won.
No, dude, I played like shit, bro. I shot like 87
on 18. On 18
at Lake Chabot, which is an easy fucking course.
And you're supposed to get 72.
Like there's par fours like on the pros.
Yep.
Like PGA, some of their par fours are 500 yards.
Wow. Lake
Chabot has par fours that are 250 yards.
Oh, that's
half the distance.
That's
bro.
not that much, huh?
It's half the distance of what the pros are doing. It's way easier.
Wow. So you're not really walking that much and stuff.
Well, we drive cars because I'm a degenerate.
Who was driving today?
I drove Akil.
Oh, okay.
Josh Manuel drove Josh Powell.
Josh
Powell.
Wait, so what happened to Josh Manuel?
So Josh Powell, so we were, feeling ourselves.
Akil was supposed to call us about that.
We were feeling ourselves a little bit, and we were on like 17 or 18, Jesse. And fucking, I hit, and Josh Manuel's driving the golf cart. And Josh Powell's like, fuck it, let's fuck with Kyle when we're trying to run him over.
Yeah.
So Josh Powell grabs the steering wheel and goes like this, so the cart turns towards me, and Josh Manuel. He didn't know it was gonna happen. He just didn't know.
Yeah.
Fucking flies out of the golf cart and hits the ground and fucking rolls and shit. It was so funny, bro. We felt so bad, dude. He rolled like Olympia.
Josh, I hope you're okay, man. That's hilarious, bro. He flew out of the cart.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Flew out, ate shit on his ass, and rolled like 3-4 times.
Oh my god. What the hell? The security didn't come kick y'all out for that?
Bro, there's no security. What are you talking about?
There's
no security.
You and Akil and y'all fools were telling me literally last time we talked about this a couple of days ago that like if you're wilding out or if you're too slow that somebody's gonna come to
Well, there's a marshal. It's not security. It's
okay, the marshal.
It's like some old dude
who's basically security.
I mean, he's not security. He's not gonna take out a taser and he's not gonna drag you off the course like.
Okay, but I mean a regulator, somebody to keep people straight or whatever.
But at Lake Chabot, they don't have a fucking marshal.
Wow. So you're really there just like you can drink as much as you want, you can smoke as what you want. Nobody...
Oh, I could have gotten blacked out.
Nobody says anything? Wow.
You gotta keep your shit together.
Wow. I didn't know. I really had no idea.
But it depends on the course. If you go play a really nice, expensive course, there's a marshal on. There's like 3 marshals out there, and they're watching. They're watching. You start slamming the brake on the golf cart and skidding on the grass and fucking the grass up, and like
really,
you're gonna get fucked up.
Wow. I've always had this like different idea of like what it is to go to golf in my head.
Really?
Where it was like, oh, you get a couple of guys, you go, it's super quiet, no one's talking to each other, people are wearing sweater vests and shit, sunglasses and fucking just hitting the ball and just hella serious and shit.
No.
That's all I thought. No. For the longest time, that's what I thought it was. Because I see it in movies and shit.
Well,
that's my perception of it.
Movies and the PGA Tour make golf seem a certain way.
Yeah, it looks so serious and so
in reality,
black and white.
No, but in reality, everyone is out there. We got a day away from our wives or our kids. We're gonna drink hella beer. We're gonna fuck around. We're gonna laugh. We're gonna talk shit. And have fun.
Wow.
It's like a day away from.
It's basically like a bonding day with the
with
homies.
Your boys. Yeah. It's a day, and some people take it more serious.
Right.
And there's the right place and time, basically.
Right.
Like when I go play with the men's club, and I play with my dad and older dudes, and we play these expensive courses.
Tell everybody what is the men's club in Pinole.
So the Pinole men's club is like, I'm like the youngest dude in the Pinole men's club.
Mm-hmm.
It's like all old farts. Like we play once a month, a different course every month. But it's serious. We play for money. Everybody puts money in. You play for money. You can win money every time.
Right.
So it's serious. You know, if you're playing for money, you can't just be, oh, I got a 5, but you really got a 6.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because like, you're playing for money.
Right.
And we play a different course every month, and most of the courses we play are really nice. So when I go play with them, it's not like I'm playing with my boys.
Mm-hmm.
When I go play with them, I might have like...
So when you go play with them, are you getting fucked up and shit?
No.
Because you got to be on your A game.
I mean, I don't have to. I can.
Well, you want to win the money. Why would you not?
Well, I don't get fucked up when I play now. There was a time period where I was getting hammered every time I played.
Oh, wow. How would you play hammered?
Sometimes I play great. Sometimes I'd shoot 78.
Really?
And par 72. Sometimes I'd fucking go crazy. I don't know. It's weird.
Interesting.
And then lately, the last year or two, I've been getting my shit together because I'm married. I'm gonna have a kid, and I'm trying to do the right thing. And I've been taking golf serious, and all of a sudden I suck again. But now I'm starting to get it back. Right now.
I mean, yeah, I think it's just, you're gonna have those bad days, and then.
So I was telling Akil that like, I've been playing golf since I was 10, and I'm 28 now, and I've been a 3 handicap, which is pretty good. Like, and I wasn't like go to college D1 golf good. My head was too fucked up. But I was pretty good, and I'm starting to get back closer.
I think you could have got a scholarship for golf somewhere.
No. My head wasn't right, bro. I was.
I know your head wasn't right, but you had the skill for it. For sure, absolutely, no doubt, no doubt.
No, I did. Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah, I was like, I can't remember what year in high school, but I was.
Because you were really good.
Every year in high school, like in the county that we what's it called?
School district?
No, but the teams you play with, the conference.
Yeah, like the school district.
But the conference is the teams you play with.
Uh-huh.
Or the teams you play against, sorry.
Right.
Like, I never was less than top 10 out of the whole, like, we played, what did we play, like 8 different schools, 9 different schools?
You would have for sure got a scholarship.
But I was smoking hella weed, and I was...
Yeah, you were... Yeah.
And then I was just all over the map and shit, and whatever.
Yeah.
But, so like, if I go play like an expensive course somewhere really nice, then I spent a lot of money. I'm not gonna just go fuck around.
Yeah, you want to try your best.
You know what I mean? Like, last weekend I played Yochadehi, which is in Cache Creek Casino, which is in Brooks. It's up.
Cache Creek. Is that San Pablo?
No. Cache Creek is a casino up. It's like north of Vacaville.
Oh, I see. So
it's
not in the Bay.
No, it's like over the hill. It's over the hill east of Lake Berryessa.
Gotcha.
But it's not like towards like Saks over. It's not. It's right by Lake Berryessa. Okay. We'll do that.
Got it.
But we paid $185 to play there, with our skins
per
each
golfer?
person with skins though.
What skins?
Skins is like to get into money.
Oh, I see. What that was with the Pinole Men's Club?
Yeah.
Got it.
The Pinole Men's Club. So I'm not gonna go there and just.
Alright.
So basically.
Well, I think you're still playing for money. Why you can't fuck it up?
So that golf course is way harder than Lake Chabot.
How many holes is that?
18.
18.
Way harder than Lake Chabot.
Is the yardage bigger?
Yeah, farther for sure.
Oh, 400.
Way farther. 400? Like par 4s that are over 400. Like,
shit.
Yeah, way more yards. But at that golf course, it's called Yochadehi, wet ass golf course.
Yochadehi.
Yochadehi. It's on an Indian reservation. It was 104 out, and I shot 78.
Is that pretty good?
Yeah, I was only 6 over par.
Wow.
72's even.
It's always 72.
So, but like to give you a good idea, like let's say
for everybody, I don't know shit about golf.
Yeah, and other people that don't know context, right? So 72 is like if you add each hole, there's par 3s, par 4s, par 5s.
Right.
So like all the holes, the 18 holes add up to 72.
Yep.
So.
And that's across every single course.
Pretty much. Some are 71, some are 73, but. Yeah. They're mainly always 72.
So even the one that you guys went to today, that's 8 holes. It's still
18 holes, 72.
18 holes, 72.
So, Yochadehi, the casino, the golf course is way harder.
Yep.
I shot 78. If like Rory McIlroy or Bubba Watson or these PGA guys or whatever,
yep.
If they came and played there, they'd probably shoot 65.
Wow.
And I'm at 78.
That's pretty good, man.
So I'm like 13 strokes off.
Yeah, you could have for sure.
That's a lot, bro. That's a lot, bro.
No, dude, that's like just -8, dude. That's not bad at all, bro.
No, wait.
You gotta give yourself more credit.
65 to 78.
Oh, sorry, I can't do math. Oh,
yeah, bro.
Math,
8.
Math is my.
65 to 78 is.
I'm.
10. 13.
Yeah, math is my worst subject.
Yeah,
most people think Indians are really good at math. I'm not in that category. I'm not in that category. Please, never. I need a calculator.
Hey, you got your pen?
I do not. Well, I do, but it's in my car.
Why'd you leave it in your car?
I just decided to leave it in my car.
That was a terrible decision.
Sorry.
Anyways,
nonetheless, hey,
anyways,
Kyle, we got about 10 minutes left on this podcast.
Do we? Are we already at 50 minutes or something?
We're about at 50 minutes and 37 seconds.
Holy shit.
So, outside of golf, we know, yeah, I think by this time next year, I'll be playing with this guy.
And you gotta, yeah, we want to see you.
I'll be playing with you guys.
Yeah, you're gonna have to, you know.
I'm gonna shoot 68.
What do you think about our podcast setup right now? We can kind of like tell people what our setup's like.
What do I think about it?
Like, I mean, like we're in my garage. Like it's kind of busy. Like.
Yeah, I mean, hey guys, if you guys have any feedback for us on what to change about
if
this,
somebody would tell, like, is something distracting? I don't know.
We'd be open to it. I mean, obviously, this is just us trying to give you guys the idea that you don't need to have the perfect setup. You don't need to have like all the bells and whistles.
But just do it.
Just do it. Set up a camera.
And that can be with anything. It can be with anything. It's not just podcasts.
It's not just podcasts.
Like you might not be perfectly the best basketball shoes or the best golf clubs, but just work with what you have and just start.
Just go.
Just start.
Just
start. Have to start, because if you don't start, you're not fucking going anywhere.
Yep, exactly. Or you could go backwards. In some cases, you could convince yourself that you just can't start because you're one of those people that's like.
Well, no, you make it a habit.
Yeah.
You keep, I'm gonna do this, and then you don't start. You don't do it, and then it's just your.
Hi, Kylie.
It's just your habit where you like.
Yeah, you just continue
you just
to.
Don't.
Once
do it.
You continue to build the practice.
You guys recording?
Yeah. Yeah, we're recording.
Oh, I didn't know because he said hi.
You could come. You could come if you want.
Come through the door.
Yeah.
Bro, just go in the door. It's fine.
Yeah.
Jesus.
No, I get what you're saying though. It's like you can.
Sexy ass wife.
Shout out to Kyle.
Oh, bless.
But I agree with you. It's not that you go backwards, but you start practicing. You start practicing the thought
of doing things and not doing it,
and even the action of procrastination and or not starting something. And then once you continue to practice that, it's just like anything else.
It's like
a habit.
Bro, it's like buying a house. It's like getting married. It's like all these big life goals. There's never a fucking perfect time. Never. There's never a fucking perfect time, bro. Dude, we're pregnant right now and we don't own shit. But we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it work.
And see, that's the thing where it's. I feel like our generation has been like socially conditioned to that point.
Because of our fucking shitty parents and the government and all these fucking people that are like, you have to be perfect.
Yeah, I feel like it's like, you have to be doing this. You have to own this. You have to do that.
It's fucked up.
You have to have. It's like, there's like wealth and then there's like status, right? And I feel like there's always that. I don't know, dichotomy between those two. But
bro, why are you using these big words? I don't know what the fuck you're saying right. Dichotomy? What does that mean?
It's just like two separate, like, sides of that, like, picture, basically. I'm trying to dumb it down. That's what it, like, there's this and then there's that. That's basically what I'm saying. And it's like...
Fuck those big words, dude. You gotta...
We'll put it on the... Well, I'll edit the video so the definition is on the screen, because I don't even know if I'm saying it right, to be honest.
You could be fucking it up.
I could be.
We're not that intelligent.
Again, another reason of, like, we don't have to be saying the right stuff. We don't know. I mean, we'll try our best.
Yeah, pronunciation will be difficult, especially if I have more drinks.
Yeah, I mean, I think we could tell as the minutes go on in the podcast, we're starting to, like, get a little bit...
Get what? Loose?
Get a little... get a little more loose in terms of what we're trying to say.
I mean, it could really go anywhere.
Who should we have on this on this podcast, Kyle?
First guest?
Or it doesn't have to be first, but just, you know.
No, we do need a... My brother has to be the first guest.
Matt?
Yeah, we'll smoke a big joint, like...
Mm-hmm.
I think that has... It's easy.
Matt.
You know?
Yeah, I'm down to have Matt on.
Yeah.
He could talk about his business, about him kind of growing up under your wing, how that family dynamic was, and well, that'll be an interesting one for sure.
Dude.
That'll be very
My
interesting.
family is fucking crazy.
Yeah, your family's wild, man.
But I think, bro, this is a great first episode. Like,
anything else we want to talk about? We got about 6 minutes left.
bro, we're not on a time. Like, we're not punching the clock. Bro.
I know we're not punching the clock, but
you're more institutionalized to the punching
I
the
am
clock.
very institutionalized.
And the fucking like
I clock
computer
in.
shit.
I clock in. I clock in. I can't clock
and
out.
I'm trying to live.
Stuck.
I'm trying to live like it's 1980, and I was born in 95.
And I'm trying to do that. I'm trying my best to get to that because.
But you don't have to. You don't have to force it and get all the way there, bro. I mean, you can just get a little a dash of it. You know? It doesn't have to be like.
I think going back to one of the conversations earlier in this is that like I really want to fix my morning routine, man. Like my morning routine is bad. I wake up and I automatically start consuming information off the
Get up
internet.
and go for a walk.
But then I gotta wake up early.
See, you need something like,
You know?
This I'm gonna tell you right now. This is gonna hurt you. I think this is gonna hurt you.
Mm-hmm.
You get up, and it's just easy to just go mosey over, get some breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Get on your
Turn on
phone.
my computer.
It's easy. It's your routine.
Right.
So you need to. The thing is
I need to disrupt it.
Yeah, but the thing is like. Okay, do you have a basketball hoop?
Yeah.
At your house?
Yeah.
Bro, wake up and be like, I gotta go shoot. Go hit some free throws. Go shoot some hoops for like
do something
5 minutes.
Do
bro,
something.
it only has to be 5 fucking minutes.
Really?
Yes, bro, I'm telling you. And you'll be like, I'm telling you, bro, you'll feel like, oh, that was great.
Have you done something like that? Like when,
I'll get up like
what's your 5 minutes?
So okay, the days that I don't have to get up and just go to work.
Yeah.
And I do like upholstery. I'll work at home.
Uh-huh.
The days that I don't have to get up and be somewhere, I'll get up and I'll go take the dog for a walk. Cause he's whining already, so I gotta go take him for a walk.
Right.
He's whining.
And you also enjoy that though.
I do.
You enjoy taking.
I do enjoy it.
Right.
I enjoy it.
Right.
But it's like, it's kind of weird because it's like something where like you don't complain about it or you're not like, but it's something. It's like a responsibility. That
feels good.
But it's like I don't
think about it.
I'm not able to fucking sleep and get up and just get on my phone and toss around because this motherfucker jumps on the bed. He's in my face trying to fucking lick me and shit. Like, come on, Dad, let's go fuck around outside. I want to go do something. Like,
yeah.
So
that's a cool part of having a dog. I can't wait to get a dog, man.
Just get one now.
I mean, I can't. Well, we're thinking about moving. You know, once we move in, we'll get a dog for sure. I think that'll be a good thing for us for sure.
You need to pull the trigger on this shit with Lily. And
we will.
You need to this is gonna be really good for you.
Yeah.
Because until I got under the whip a little bit with my wife, like, I was just all over the fucking place, bro.
Yeah. That's definitely gonna be interesting.
So everybody get yourself a wife, bro.
It's gonna be a new adventure for sure. Absolutely.
It's good, bro, because they challenge you.
I'm gonna try that, man. Wake up in the morning and just
go shoot hoops. I'm telling you, bro.
Just go do something that I like doing.
Bro, just wake up.
Like an hour early.
Bro, wake up.
And
it's gonna take effort because you have a routine. It's gonna take effort.
It's gonna change a little bit.
You're gonna have to try hard to get up and go shoot hoops. You don't have to fucking Steph Curry and fucking go do all the shit, right? Like, but just like.
Just go shoot.
Just
shoot around.
Just go get your ball, shoot for 5 minutes,
Yep.
Make your coffee. Dude, make your coffee, go outside, put it on the side, shoot some hoops, drink a little coffee, shoot some hoops. Bro, I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you, bro, the clarity it's going to give you, you're just going to be refreshed. Then you'll be like, oh, I can handle everything today.
Wow. Okay, man. I think next time on the podcast, I
want to hear next weekend we're going to record, and I want to hear what if You did the shooting.
I'm gonna try
in the morning.
I'm gonna do it.
And next week, if you didn't do any of that, I'm gonna wreck you. I'm gonna wreck you. I'm gonna fuck you up.
I have no choice. It's documented now, man.
Well, you're gonna get wrecked. Like people are like, this guy's a pussy. Like you can't get up and shoot for 5 minutes one morning out of the week.
You know what? We'll do it, and you know what about that? I'll hold myself accountable, and I'll record it, and we can do a quick reaction video on it. It's just about me doing it and how I felt about it.
Sure.
It'll be like 2 minutes.
Perfect.
Yeah. Man, now I have to fucking wake up early tomorrow morning. But it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it.
You don't have to do it tomorrow.
Maybe Tuesday. One of those days.
So when you change a habit, though, it's not like you just. Sometimes if you do it gradually, it's better.
See, I'm kind of like very. I don't know why I've always thought this way. Where like if I am trying to bring on a new habit or break a habit, that I'm very like cold turkey about it. None, I can't do it.
No.
And it's never worked.
It doesn't work.
It's never worked.
It doesn't work, bro.
It's never worked for me.
It's like people that go on a diet. Oh, I lost all this weight. Then your diet's done, and now you're a fat bitch again.
It's definitely happened to me again. No, maybe not this moment, but definitely has happened to me at some point.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, I've been on this diet and I've been miserable and angry for fucking 3 months because I'm eating rabbit food.
Bullshit.
Rabbit food.
Processed shit.
Well, no, I mean you could be eating healthy. Like, oh, I was on a smoothie diet and you're drinking blended bullshit smoothies and you're miserable, you lose weight, and then as soon as the diet's over, you're like, I'm going in and out, I need a quad. And then in 2 weeks, you're like, big fucking ogre again, like that, hella quick.
Quad sounds fucking good right now, I'm not gonna lie.
Alright, well, let's end the podcast so we can actually hang out. Well, we
were hanging out.
Well, but now we can get fucked up.
I mean, I don't know about getting fucked up. We got work tomorrow, but yeah, we will.
Oh, that's right. We do have work tomorrow, yeah. So we won't get fucked up, but let's like, you know.
Any closing remarks?
Tune in for the next one, baby.
Next Sunday, we'll see y'all.
Yeah.
Peace out.
Sweet.